Right, hello, welcome back to another episode of the Captain of Industry. Now, heads up, this is my first episode recording for the new place. Any echoes or weird noises or something, I don't know how I'm gonna work through this. Second heads up, I am tired. I'm tired AF. We just moved. Everything took us 9-10 days to move everything. I did like 30 trips with the car. We decided to do the car move. And looks like I'm a hamster. I accumulated too much stuff and now it's a burden. But let's go and deal with the game first. I'm gonna try to talk a little bit more quiet and then edit this a little bit louder so you guys can hear me on the proper noise levels, but I can already feel that there is some background echo-ish behavior. We'll see how I'm gonna deal with this. I'm not really sure, but well, we'll see. Anyway, let's go. List of things to do on the left hand side, update for you guys, how everything is doing, how everything's going. We're gonna start with that. This is a little bit new to me because I haven't played the game in a few days while I was moving because, moving and all, it took like almost all day work and it took a very long time. Aluminium is more than good. We have trucks queuing up to unload it, so it's being processed. Aluminium is doing very, very, very well. I am just wondering if we have any... we don't have any backlog of aluminium. I think we would have a backlog of aluminium alumina backing up here. We don't, so this is perfectly fine. Backlog here, that's to be expected. Backlog here, that's to be maybe expected. I don't know. It's working fine. Issues that I have... let's continue on. Oh, I installed the new CO2 scrubbers, is it called? No, CO2 conversion into the graphite. You can see that they're not all working, but we had more CO2 than we can process. I think we should be able to see these statistics over here. So let's say this is 6 times 144. That would be 600. That would be just under 900. 6 times 6, 36. 900 minus 36 is 864, I think. 864 CO2 we are producing at that point that I showed there. Oh, sorry, no. We can process 864. 864. Yeah, I think it's 864. We are currently producing 700. So minus 864 minus 300, that would be... definitely we weren't able to process all of this. What happened, what changed is the problem with ethanol. We had a little bit of a oopsie with ethanol. Ethanol, we are not producing enough of it, and this is going to be one of my focuses for this episode, to balance this production of ethanol, sugar, and ethanol. I added one more fermentation tank, which gets us to 5 times 6, that's 80, and this is 12 times 6, that's 60, 78 and 80. So these 5 consume 80 sugar, these produce 78, which is very, very close. So I'm gonna stick to that for now. We'll see if we're gonna have to expand this. We do have enough oxygen production for one more tank, but for sugar it's gonna be a little bit more complicated, so we'll see. And I think there's some improvements that we can do in situ, I hate that word, that we can do as we go to better supply all the factories that we have. So I'm gonna talk about some farming ideas that I have that we're gonna change, and what happened here is we removed the CO2 into graphite production, and we connected this pipe with the main system, which caused a little bit bigger consumption of CO2. I'm kind of surprised that this level 2 CO2 is working fine, because I felt like there's way more CO2 coming in this direction, but I'm gonna real quickly just find out where the new CO2 connectors are. For example, we have one here, but looks like both of these pipes are flowing smoothly. Look, it's even empty at stages, so it looks like most of the CO2 production is with these fermentation tanks, and then more fermentation tanks. So this could be our major CO2 production area. So yeah, just a heads up. Okay, so next up, breeder reactor is working flawlessly, not a hitch, no problems whatsoever. I did have a little bit of a problem with water from time to time. This tank overflows, I have no idea why. I did shut off the 1/4 of both nuclear reactors, number 2, not the breeder reactor, but nuclear reactors, just to slow down the production of or consumption of nuclear fuel, so we slow down production of spent nuclear fuel, so we can more easily get. Whoa, what are you carrying? Let's click on this. You already restocked whatever you're probably crew. I'm gonna assume that it's crew because let's see here. Yeah, 10 crew. 10 people are going to the station, and it's a rotation. Anyway, what we're going to focus on asteroids as well in this episode. Okay, continuing on, no issues. Metal or steel, I didn't see anything happening here. This is actually quite interesting. I wanted to, I think this works. I just wanted to make it look nicer. How I'm gonna do that, I have no idea. Some of it already, for example, I have no idea. I give up. Oh, sorry, I give up. Yeah, just give up. Just give up. I don't know how to make it look nicer, this area, but I'll have to think about it, but it works. Everything is being properly separated, is being filled in their own respectable areas, and all good. No issues whatsoever. I'm worried about why are they taking this little amount of aluminium to be recycled, but hey ho, not my problem. I paused the research, as you can see here. I took vehicle limit as a research. I'm gonna tell you straight away, when I do research, my industries stall. I'm losing I don't know why, but I'm losing Unity, even though we should be, with additional boost to research, we should be consuming, look at this, plus 10 Unity. Jesus. But I think most of the things what happens is for the rocket and research with these guys are working overload, and then we have additional rockets being launched to deliver these materials, which also then you need more rockets. So yeah, just bear that in mind, that this is the major issue that we're having while the research is running. Now research, let's speak about that a little bit. Research is more or less done. We do have I think more than 2. I wanted to say that two branches, but it's actually 3 branches that we can just continuously improve. You can see here that I already several times by accident researched these vehicle pollution stuff, where they decrease pollution and ships and trains, which, to be honest, I don't see the point of the trains because they're running on hydrogen, all of them. So yeah, ships and vehicles. But I didn't realize that this is repeatable research. So yeah, just forget about that. You see, this one means that research can be repeated, well, probably forever. This is the same situation over here, and I'm pretty sure that it's with this one. Yes, plus 5 vehicles limit. I need to research once this, because if we're gonna go for vehicle fuel usage, ship, train, and vehicle, reduction of that, rockets capacity plus 1, 5% rocket payload capacity. Sure, okay, there we go. We have that as well. Maintenance output, that would be, we create 1% more maintenance. Worldwide mine output, I think this is useless, and solar power, the most useless. And then here we have tree growth speed, don't care. Rainwater yield, that's interesting. Settlement water usage, minus 2%. Yeah, that's very interesting. So this is more interesting part of the whole thing. But what I didn't want to do is crop yield increases the water consumption by increase the yield by 1%, and crop and water consumption 0.25%, which is very, very nice. Tree growth speed, again repeatable, 1% growth speed. Rainwater yield 5%. Settlement waste, settlement water usage minus 2%. Unity capacity, interesting. That's like when you get to the top of Unity, but I don't even know what Unity I'm using it for anymore. I will need imports and stuff, but we're gonna cross that bridge when we come to it. Housing capacity plus housing capacity, that is very, very interesting, but still we need to get crop yields first. Focus generated by offices is plus 4%. I still didn't get my promise that that I'm gonna be building bigger offices, and yeah, sorry about that. I don't know where I'm gonna come to that, but we have this thing here that we can increase, but I'm not sure what's the point of that. Anyway, that's it. I covered the basics, everything that we were doing. I'm gonna just cover, oh yeah, we're gonna go start doing the notifications that I have. I turned some on. For example, I turned off the notification when this is empty. Just a heads up on that, because I'm trying to balance this a little bit better. The nuclear slag, because this is one of the biggest producers of slag, and I have 9 dedicated trucks coming here and getting rid of this slag. So yeah, just a heads up on that. I think this here might be useless. Not useless. It may be useless in this because we might need additional trucks, but I think between 9 plus trucks is needed for us to transport this slag to the port. Port being on the other side of the island, unfortunately. Yes, train, all that good stuff, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, continuing on, we have the... turn off the phone noises. We have the iron thing that's happening over here. We have the trains queuing up for the iron exports. This is going to be one of the focuses of this episode as well, because we are slowly finishing the bridge over here. Actually, the bridge is finished. So let's go and do now this. We need to redesignate the areas that need to be... How do I do this? Let's do it like so. Yeah, we can do it like this, right? Like this and like this. This is perfect. And then let's go and dump this. Nope. I think it's 1. Like this. Hopefully that's it. And hopefully it's gonna bring the dirt that needs to be dumped over here. I don't know who's mining dirt, but probably these guys here should have some excess dirt that we can dump, and we have sand. So this is the finishing touches of the ramp, and this is our bridge to the unknown, bridge to the other side here that is going to be replacing all these sandbanks, and slowly I'm going to have to be removing all of that. I'm going to continue mining for the sand here. You can see that I'm trying to find a level where the sand is. Now I'm going slightly up because it seems like it's going in that direction, but I think I'm going to be going like this just to get these little bit of sand, and here it's angled towards up. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. So what's next? Let's go. What's next? Electronics. Yeah, this is the longest message we have. Electronics 3 is still missing electronics. It should help a little bit that we actually build one more of these machines that is creating more. The electronics 1, oh sorry, electronics 2, that was the main supply of I don't think electronics 3 is a problem at the moment. Oh, microchips might be. We're gonna have to see what's happening with microchips. We still have a notification here that microchips are low, even though we're there we go, they're getting some now. We might have to expand the microchip production. We need to be on top of the sand supplies, because sand people need to be satisfied. And then yeah, I think we are recovering. Are we recovering? Let's see the statistics. Production should be above consumption. You see these spikes, but that's when we have I have no idea. Is that the space exploration maybe? Maybe, but look at here, this 30 per minute is maximum, and if we have everything supplied, which currently my problem is ethanol, if we have everything supplied, it should be fine. So this is where I'm again pointing the ethanol production, where I'm going to be focused for this episode. We're down to 9 notifications, trust me, it was 20 over here, so this is all good. Designations to be mined, yeah, more sand, let's go for this, let's see if we can... yeah, the trucks already stopped going through this ramp, so this ramp is now not functional anymore. This one here, so everything to this ramp, to the railroad, it's fine to be mined. Yeah, and well, this is gonna be fine. The processing plant, it's on the level that I want it to be, but the rest of the sand here, all of this, I want it removed. But that means new breeder reactor, which brings us to the meat of this episode. It's the breeder reactor. Let's go and talk about new breeder reactor. Okay, so this is a breeder reactor. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how to create fuel for this. The plutonium is not going to be fuel for this. I'm not going to be creating plutonium because plutonium is a byproduct of the spent fuel consumption. We are not doing that anymore. That was before, and we can do plutonium through this 16 to 12 and 1 plutonium. I'm not sure if this recipe is useful for us, so I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna consider. So this is how everything needs to start. So enriched uranium into and plus the salt, we go to core fuel. This is 4 core fuel. What we need, that means 8. By the way, we did this setup that we're running now. 3/4 of the fuel is being created by the reactor itself, because 3/4 of the core fuel is coming from where again? Right, I think it's from here. So here we have 16 spent core fuel plus acid plus 12 of these. Let me just see where that goes. That would be output goes in here. That's not it. That would be the blank fuel enriched, right? What's it called? Blanket fuel enriched. That's not it. We need the other one. That would be the orange pipe here. This orange pipe here is using the core fuel spent. Where we are using core fuel spent plus acid plus glass plus steel to produce core fuel. 12 core fuel plus fission product. Fission product is being processed here. That's a totally different animal. We're gonna deal with that later. What I would like to just talk about is, because we do not have space to build this, so I'm just gonna copy this and show you how much space we need. So if we I'm 100% going to need all of this. So this is what needs to be copied, and this is how much space it's gonna take. So this is, I have no idea where to put it. It needs to be close to the sea. Something else that maybe doesn't need to be close to the sea, I don't know. A lot of this stuff needs to be close to the sea. So any other places where I can do this, I'm more than welcome to address or entertain these ideas, but the only thing I can see for me at the moment is to try to make it somewhere around here when we claim this land, and this would be just the beginning of this. So just the beginning of building the reactor. So this is one thing. By the way, it can be placed over here. I will play with this idea for a second, and then the second thing that needs to be done here is the reclamation of water. Reclamation of water is gonna be like this. I think it's gonna be yeah, I think this is going to be okay. So this is the second part. Let's say that it's gonna be here. It's not going to be here, but let's say that it's here. This is how much space the reactor is going to take to place, and then all of this needs to be connected to each other. Water has to be recycled. So water has to come through this pipe, and then it has to go back into the system. This is already connected. The fission material, we will not need the radioactive waste storage. This is not going to be needed, because we're not going to be reprocessing the used fuel already from the existing nuclear reactors, because we are reducing this fuel already. So it's working perfectly fine. Look at this bad boy here. Are you full? No, but they're getting there. Look at this. Looks like we need to crush a little bit more. I mean, I can do this potentially. I'm just wondering, just to clear it for a minute. Like I'm using this as well. This is consuming everything that we are producing now, and a little bit more, so that we are reducing. Let's see this. So this is the major. Let's go last 100 years. Look at this. We're putting a dent into it ever so slowly, and you can see here production, consumption. This is exactly what I'm talking about. At the moment, our consumption is stable. I don't know why this drops from moment to moment, but it should be flat consumption, because all of these are consuming this. Anyway, I'm gonna crush this, I'm gonna monitor that, hopefully I'm gonna turn it off in time. How much are you using? Only 0.25, wow, okay, yeah, sure. Just to get rid of some of this fizzled out material or retired waste. We have a little bit left in there, but perfectly fine, perfectly fine. Right, continuing on, iron ore is low supply here. This is the mining area. I'm really not concerned about this yet. But just to let you know, this is the storages for iron. They all have notifications on, so when we get next and... whoa! Okay, let's pause this, because I think I totally dropped the ball here now. This is gonna create some hiccups, a little bit of hiccups. Let's continue mining down to see how far down we can go here. We need to be careful about biblical floods again. Okay, so let's pause this and let's focus. This is titanium. Let's go and mine titanium. Where is titanium? We have some under this mountain. I don't want to do that. We have some over here. This is what I want. What I really, really want. Yeah, that's the one. And what is this one here? But let's go for this. Let's go for this one. And how do I get these little bits and pieces? I'm just gonna go for it. Like this, and like this, and like this. Go for that first. I will not expand in this direction yet. I know that I have some over here. And I think this has been... Yeah, let's just do like this. There is the dips over here, which I will probably go for eventually. And there's a little bit over here. And we have some over there. This is... yeah, it is what it is. Titanium is something that I'm most concerned about. You can see that there is surface titanium and some of it mixed with the other materials. That's going to be pain in the rear end to process. But I am processing titanium and separating gold. It is being taken away by the vehicles. This product is being taken out of by the vehicles here. So yeah, you can see... ooh. Titanium stopped altogether. Yeah, this is repercussions that I was talking about. Coal is also something that I had a little bit of a problem with. Not that we are missing coal, it's just that I didn't focus on coal and I should have. So let's do all of these mining redesignation, yeah, that. And let's go for copper over here. Okay, how are we doing with copper? Copper is half full, so let's focus on copper proper copper. That will be it. Let's unpause this. Again, microchips concern. We are dropping down. Let's see the statistics. Production versus consumption. You can see that storage is falling down. So I think we're gonna have to expand the production, which is gonna be copying this again, which I don't think it's gonna be a big problem. We'll focus on it now. Then we have a coal that should have been taken care of now, and then iron ore that is not going to... yeah, actually it's going to be taken care of now. Let's see the selection here. Selection looks good. So, okay, iron ore, low supply of enriched uranium. Let's go and see the statistics. It's on the upside. It's going up. I don't know why this consumption spiked here. Did we not have fuel? Because I think this fuel should have been used for, like I said, chunk of the fuel production, but yeah, we'll have to talk about it later. Okay, continuing on, we have the enriched uranium. It's going up, so I think this is gonna disappear soon enough. Low supply of sand. That's kind of always there, but we just started huge sand production over here, and if this sand becomes, if it continues pissing me off, I'm just gonna be putting another train here. Now bear in mind that we have one train going here, only one, just bear that in mind, only one train is coming here. We have only one train coming over here, that will be in the quartz sand or quartz turned into sand. This is only one train coming here, and we do have quite few trucks assigned here. So I'm thinking maybe unassigning these because we have train now. So doing it something like this and allowing everybody who needs what, just come and get it. Okay, next one, high supply of slag. Okay, this is the concern again. We said between 9 and 10, and this is where it shows you that it's 10. I'm going to be assigning another vehicle to this, and you'll see how it's going to react. I did remove previously, I had notify if, I still have, if it's over 75% and if it's under 50%, just to know that we have too many vehicles here, so that's why the notification is there. I'll continue using it like this. Okay, high supply of wheat. Okay, so at one point, for some reason, I had too much, not enough crops here. I don't know why. We didn't have enough corn, we didn't have enough wheat, and then I started getting notifications that one of these farms was dumping corn or wheat, not sure which one, because that is rotting in the fields. So I was like, what the hell is happening here? And then I allowed them to dump the corn or the wheat in these storages. I think now the vehicles are dumping here as soon as they can, both wheat and corn. So now we have again too much animal food. What I think I'm gonna be doing here, so ethanol, waiting for products. You can see that sugar is a problem, slight I think, but nevertheless we should have 78 according to this. 6 times 12, that's 60 plus no, 6 times, yeah. Oh my god, my math is bad, so bad. So I calculated this is 18. How much are we producing here? 6 times 12 is 60, 6 times 2 is 12, so that's 72, not 78. So we have 72 sugar being supplied into 80. So we have 8 sugar deficit here for these factories to work at 100%. So that means one of them is at 50%. So how much ethanol we are producing here? 4 times 12 is 48, and 6, that's 54. 54 ethanol. How much are we producing in general? Over 100 at point. Here it's 98, but now consumption is a little bit low. This is the main thing. This is the main showcase for our ethanol production. This needs to be as high as possible, and I think I'm gonna put the this notification that will notify me when there's less than 25% of ethanol over here. And I think this is now potentially being resolved, but let's see this one here. You see that we don't have enough ethanol. We need to produce more ethanol. Okay, this brings me to a next point. You saw that I want to increase the ethanol production. So you saw this issue here. So what do you mean? Wheat is a problem. Yeah, and how do you resolve wheat? By consuming corn. Not even joking. But I'm gonna try to produce a little bit of ethanol from corn. We already have this operation going. I just want to see if it's working as intended. The operation is right here. This is where corn mash is being turned into ethanol, and I even allowed them to come and pick ethanol from this storage because I think we had overproduction of this. Here we go. This is corn, water, corn mash, and then corn mash is here. Corn mash into 8 ethanol. So I will just double check the recipes here. So you can see here ethanol. Whoa. Hydrogen. First time I hear about this. I don't have this, but this sounds very interesting. Whoa. Hydrogen and CO2 to give you ethanol and water. That sounds too good to be true. You get rid of CO2. To be honest, I did have a problem with carbon dioxide and graphite. Now the graphite issue seems to be resolved because I'm actually trucking in some chlorine and we are supplying enough graphite. Graphite, I would say graphite. And all the CO2 is being processed into that. What if I take some CO2 and supply some hydrogen to get some ethanol? Oh, why am I saying ethanol? No, ethanol. I'm just thinking, we have hydrogen production over here. So how are we getting hydrogen over here? This one, hydrogen reformer, is using natural gas to get 28 hydrogen. Whoa. This sounds familiar. Can I turn this into ethanol? Where are you, Scooby-Doo? No, I needed this in the production, so here. 3627. So that would be 1/3 down, would be 18. 1/3 down, 2418. 2418. Is that equally? 2418. 6, 4. I'm just thinking out loud now. Do I just connect this? Both those pipes? Instead of getting hydrogen stored here. Am I using this hydrogen for anything? It doesn't seem so. This is input of hydrogen and then get rid of it. And then CO2 is a byproduct. If I separate with steam natural gas into hydrogen and carbon dioxide, I can turn it into ethanol. And that would be 10% increase in ethanol production. That sounds very interesting. Okay, let's play with this idea. So we have a chemical factory. So let's see, chemical plant across the street. Why the hell not? Let's see if I can. Is that chemical plant number 2? It is. Can I click on what I want? I should do so, like this. And let's try to build it here. So this is where everything will go. We need to have overflows for both of those things. Did you select the recipe? Of course you didn't. Why would you? So let's select the recipe. So here we go. 2 pipes go in. I will have to have balancers on both pipes because overflow will have to be done. I don't even know which overflow we're talking about, but I'm gonna do it like this, yoink and yoink. This is gonna be 1 input, 1 output, so this is gonna be priority, and here this one is gonna be priority, so go for those 2. And then they're gonna have to have the smokestacks as release valves on both of them. It doesn't even matter which one is which. But like this, and then we have ethanol and water. Water is probably gonna go back into the system. Output, yeah, sure. I think I can connect it right there. Water and ethanol. Ethanol, I'll store it right here. How much ethanol? 18 at max, but this is gonna be less than this. So, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. So if I remove this, there we go. I'm gonna let vehicles do this, remove all the hydrogen from there, and then let's go for the storage. Is this too big? I don't know. Is there such a thing? Oh yeah, that's a big sucker. Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's go for it. And connect it here, and connect ethanol over here, and allow vehicles to take it out. Ethanol goes in here, and then water will go over here. So if I go one up, let's go to here. There we go. That's it. Now we need to take care of the inputs. Did you empty the hydrogen? No, they didn't. Hydrogen is still waiting. CO2 goes in here. That's gonna have to stop as well. So let's get rid of CO2. You can go. Okay, so they removed the storage. Perfect. So hydrogen and CO2. Let's go and take care of those 2 things. CO2 goes across the street. Let's do it. Oh, by the way, I'm coffeeless, so if you want to support Oolykee, you can always buy me a coffee, link in the description of the video, and I'm running very low. This is like sludge I have left. Do you want me to drink water? Because this is where it all came to, that Oolykee is going to be drinking water. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that, him embarrassing himself like that. Okay, let's start connecting everything. So we have hydrogen. I'm gonna build it right next to this one, right next to this one, right next to this one, and yeah, sure. Ah, sure, be grand. Let's start. Boom and boom. Hydrogen reform. Output is full hydrogen. Did we connect these? We didn't. So one over here, one over here. Go, Johnny, go, go. Okay, overflows connected. Is this? I don't know if this is gonna work. I think usually you need to have a space in between the chimney, but let's see how it's gonna work like this. If they're gonna be dumping it or it's gonna go in the right place. Experimental ethanol production out of natural gas and steam, getting hydrogen and CO2, and then combining both hydrogen and CO2 into the oh, you know what, if it's hydrogen, I think I should have overflow stored. So this is hydrogen, okay, we have, and then CO2 if we have access of that. Looks like hydrogen is more plentiful. We're waiting for CO2. Okay. Is that the recipe? Let's see here. This one, please stay. And then this one, go next to it. So, clicked on the wrong one. Okay. This one, clip. And this one. So we have 28, 24, 36, 27. This is 9 difference, this is only 4 difference. So I think we have excess of CO2. I think it's excess of CO2. That's unfortunate because I don't want excess of CO2. I do not want this. I want the excess of ethanol. They have ability to go there. And here it seems... Wait a minute. Am I doing something wrong here? Yes, I think according to this the overproduction is... Oh! No, it's hydrogen. Well, I'm hoping hydrogen. That would be great. Because hydrogen I can just store and use it. So I don't have to reconnect the pipes for the... Like this. Let's see if this stops working or not. So we have, ta-da! We have excess ethanol production. Actual destination to be mined. This is bauxite. Let's go for it. I still didn't... you see what I did here? I started mining the side here wrongly. It should be a ramp like this, but unfortunately. So let's get the bauxite mining on. There we go. Should I do it this way? Yeah, let's go in every direction then. It is what it is. I'm thinking that, well, there's no, in the middle of the island there's nothing to be mined except the rock, which I don't want. But, yeah, how are we doing with titanium? Titanium is, nah, it's a problematic one. Let's get this, notify if under 25%. That's good. More notifications. There we go. Okay, so we have some ethanol being created. We have some water being created here, and this needs to have priority input. That should be fine. Additional supply for water in this area. This is full. This is a problem. But we do have here, we do have overflow. So if this ever gets full, we have this pipe that I installed off screen that is just dumping water in the ocean if we have overproduction of water. That's it. And this is overflow from both sides, from both here and from this area. Okay, designations to be mined. Again, coal? What is wrong with me? Let's go one layer in this direction. And coal is still problematic. Should I go for more? Let's go for 2 layers then. Let's see how this works. Okay, electronics is still a problem. How are we doing with this? Let's go and check out statistics. I don't know why it's dropping the production. You can see all of them working here, all of them working here. for now all of them working, but you can see that there's no plastics coming in, so this is ethanol problem. Okay, let's say that we resolve that. Microchip production, we definitely didn't resolve that. I can see all of these hands working. That's really good to see. You can see even when the hands stopped, they are actually working. So I'm fine with this. Here you can see the queue of microchips of the, is it what's it called? Is that the wafers? Yeah, silicon wafers waiting. Silicon wafers waiting to be unloaded. So we are underproducing those. No, wait. Are we underproducing? Do we need more of those? The queues are here full, so we will need more because I'm gonna be building one more layer. Okay, let's go for it. Let's copy this. So we have one. They do not need the middle one. The only thing that I need to do here is copy the settings. This is the reason why I'm doing this, because this is the most pain in the rear end setup, because the settings here need to be correct. And if I copy it like this should work. And now I need to get the conveyor belts to supply the relevant materials to the other side. So first let's do this then. And here, this is gonna be, I wanted to say this is gonna be tricky, but it's not. I can just connect it to here and this sorter can sort it out. Okay, so this now needs relevant materials. Okay, and I think this is good enough. These guys are gonna be slightly trickier. Let's do it like this, and then here copper. And then here it's only water and acid, right? Water and acid. Okay, let's try to connect it. Seems like it's not a lot, so I just need to be careful that I'm supplying enough of everything. So let's do like this. And this is again very badly designed by Oolykee, by yours truly. So let's screw my life a bit by doing this. Come on, remove it. There we go. I kept it paused because I'm a little bit confused. Oh. Alright, okay, sure, I can do it this way. Okay, unpause. Let's just build this one because this is needed for the existing supply chain. And then the rest of it. What do we have? Mine control tower, no designations to be mined. This is iron mining. Okay, how are we doing with iron? It's still low. It's gonna be higher when we finish with this. Let's do the... Here we go. Terraforming. Layer here. Layer here. Hopefully this is not gonna collapse. Actually, do we care? Because this is not being used. We can just do this and this. And then pay Unity to get it removed. Yeah, ever so slowly encroaching on this railroad. So I'm thinking about removing these overpasses and let trucks go around if they need to, or go around here if they need to, because they're gonna have access to this, but use this area for the railroad. We will have overpasses or overpasses of railroad over the pipes, definitely, but these roads, I don't think they need to be here. Vehicles can go around if they need to come here, and I'm not sure how often they do. Well, there is this. This is the slag. Output is full. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. I'm gonna... what we're doing here is supplying the supplying hexafluoride, or sorry, hydrogen fluoride. We are supplying it to the system over here because I found out that this production hydrogen fluoride 12 of them, it's not enough. We have 13 of these plus we have 14 over here. So we need more hydrogen fluoride, so I built the whole new system over here, which we just need to remove the existing system from here. Where's the... oh, yeah, why did I do this then? I could have just connected it to this. Okay, I need to recalculate how much acid we need, and I will potentially remove some of this, but we'll see, because this looks very bad, because I think we are sending away the yeah, this looks very bad. My bad. Let's fix this. So connect this one. How much acid do you need? It's less than 60, right? It's only 2 times 6. That's perfect. So let's go like this. Sure, whatever. This is perfect. And build this way. Okay, and now I need to stop vehicles from delivering anything here. Once this is empty, then I notice it, it's gonna be done. We're not gonna be using this anymore. Okay, so what were we talking about? Railroad, mining, all that good stuff. Dump products, I don't care. Wheat, still a problem. We still didn't resolve the corn issue, which I think we should address to consume some of this excess corn. I'm just gonna show you this gas product. Ooh, interesting. Is corn better used as a corn mash and then ethanol, or used as a gas and then ethanol? I don't know, because this is corn, and corn is turned into mash. We're already doing something like that. Corn is being turned into mash here. 12 corn into 9 mash, so that's like 12 to 9, and then 9 mash, sorry, 12 mash into 8 ethanol, so that's like half, right? Is it just me, or it's like 12 corn to, oh no, not half. Oh no, is it 16 corn? 12 to 9? 12 to 9. And how much do I turn 12 corn into? How much of this? 12 to 9, and then 12 to 8. So this is, I don't know, like 12 corn into 6. And here, corn is turned into gas, 14 to 14, and then 14 gas is turned into 14 CO2 and 15, 16 hydrogen, and then 15, 16 hydrogen is half of this ish. I don't know, I'm lost, but seems like this could be more efficient if it's half of the corn. Yeah, this could be more efficient. We'll see. We have the consumption of gas now. I'm hoping that this is not gonna cause any problems. I don't think we were doing a lot with this hydrogen anyway. It wasn't making any difference, so I'm hoping that this is gonna be resolving the issue. The storage for uranium is full. I think I'm gonna go with I was thinking of expanding this. Now let's go and do the mining overview. What is this? This looks like a spicy rock. This looks like uranium here. So I think I want to go for this right now. So go for this, and we're gonna address this later. Mine control, that's fine, whatever. Low supply of graphite. Here we go. As soon as I started stealing CO2, I'm kidding. Well, actually, I did steal CO2. Actually, I did steal CO2 from here because it's not being fed into the system anymore, but it's being fed over here. This one is waiting for products. That's yeah. If it's waiting for, whoa. 3, 2. So what's the problem here? Output is full CO2. Okay, so CO2 is the problem. Okay, that's a problem. Because I thought hydrogen was. So why do we have all this hydrogen then here? If this is prioritized over here, because we were not really missing CO2. Okay, so where do I want CO2 then connected? Do I want to go back straight away? Sure. It's a mess anyway, so might as well try it this way. There we go. Let's go all the way to this pipe. Okay. And let's build this. Overflow of CO2. So CO2 priority input is into creating the ethanol, but then we are waiting. Wait, but do we really need to get rid of the CO2? Yeah, we do, because this is stuck because of the CO2 being full. So now CO2 should be able to go in that direction. Oh my god, of course not. Hopefully nothing filled in this, because I had problems like this before. Go this way. Okay, this looks like it's it now. Okay, CO2 is filling, that's nice. And it's connected to CO2 pipe here. Okay, let's see if this is gonna resolve my issues. This one is working, gas is flowing, so I'm thinking that this could be it. How much gas can you process again? 24. That doesn't seem... Look at this. Am I using gas for anything anymore? This feels like it's... Let's see if outputs are full. Yeah, outputs are full of gas. Maybe I'm gonna need to consume more gas, which... a good problem to have? What do you think? Should I just increase this then? Yeah, okay, so let's talk about this. If I'm gonna go this route, if we are producing too much gas here, which seems like we are, and looks like we are not consuming gas for anything, we can turn gas in either hydrogen, which we did before this, or we can turn it into hydrogen. It was what we were turning it, and then back into the ethanol, which we do need now. We do consume gas for this. We are consuming... Oh, are we? I have a feeling that we switched to hydrogen all the way. Yeah, so bricks, concrete. Yeah, hydrogen, look at this. And we are full of that. Oops, no, that's fine. Mine controller designation to be mined, that will be titanium. Yes, I'm doing very slowly these designations with titanium, but I'm fine with that. This looks like it's titanium, so let's take that one. And then here, let's take this one. I don't know if this is titanium. This looks like it is. I'm gonna have to expand the mining in this area. How are we doing with titanium in the storage? Very badly. Am I getting notifications from this? Because I should, yes, when it's under 25%, which is very close. So I think I need to stick to the titanium. Okay, we're 53 minutes into this episode. That means we are very close to the end. We're 9 notifications in, but that's good because previously I turn on a couple of notifications. Look at the uranium production, it's more than consumption, it's going up. I'm really not concerned about this. Bauxite low supply, I am shocked by this because we had queuing trucks just before this, but I think we are. Whoa, they are digging the hole beneath the other excavators. That's fine. Well, that's fine. Not concerned about bauxite, and then nothing. Low supply of ethanol. That is slight concern, but you can see that plastic is no longer an issue. I don't think anything is. And look at the queue of the PC boards doing absolutely glorious. And we resolved the electronics issue. I can't freaking believe it. We resolved the electronics issue. For now. But look, we improved the system. That's the most important thing. Production of ethanol, higher production of ethanol, higher production of ethanol. Might look into this, expanding this off screen, but we will see that potentially in the next episode. I think if I am going this route, I'm going to be removing this ethanol storage, moving it further in this direction. I think this storage here could be useless. So I can remove these, because there's not going to be excess hydrogen according to this. We're going to be waiting for hydrogen. We can supply additional hydrogen, like just to make this one work. 27, 24. Yeah, we're going to need more hydrogen reformers here. Yeah, this is very, very interesting. This is very interesting. Will we have enough gas for this? I think we will. More than enough. Nobody is taking gas from here. That is interesting. I have a feeling that they cannot approach this storage, gas storage, and this is the reason why nobody is getting to this gas. So what I'm thinking is evacuating this gas into the system and building this across here, and then increasing the ethanol production like that. This is my thoughts. Okay, one last promise that I told you. This is going to create some problems for me off screen, but look at this. I'm going to remove this this thing, but something that I promised, that I didn't promise, but I'm still going to deliver on, is we're going to scan another rock. Why is this going to create problems for me? Because I'm going to need additional rockets launched into space. I need more, they're going to start producing more probes. Okay, you know what? That's the problem for me, not for you. 18 months. Enough materials, crew supplies are low. Do we care? We have 2 rockets. I don't think we care. The 3rd rocket is being built. All the materials, almost all the materials are delivered. So I think we're going to be fine. I'm going to deal with that problem. Let's scan, because I would like to get titanium asteroid, if that's a possibility. Tong. Okay, so they have to do this. Oh, this is fast. It's speeding up. It's speeding up. Rocket went there. That's great to see. Okay. Titanium ore, low supply. And let's see how asteroids are doing. Oh, quartz. Okay. That's sand. There we go. 4 out of 16. Looks like we're gonna have to... we're quarter of the way through scanning these bad boys. So what's gonna happen now? My rockets are gonna be resupplying these guys, unless they already... Yeah, they already launched the next rocket, and this one is building the next rocket, and I'm gonna have to have the crew supplies, because that's what they're gonna be missing. Let's see the probes. We have more than enough probes. We're gonna continue scanning asteroids and then choose the best ones to crash. And that's gonna be maybe not even next episode, it's gonna be in the future. Probably I'm gonna do it live, like live. I'm not gonna do it without you guys, because that's gonna be fun to resolve these problems that might arise. What I might do is finish the railroad project here, because I would like to have this finished. I would like to have this finished, so then build a railroad all the way through here. Probably, yeah, as it goes over here. Probably in these two. On this left-hand side, so something like this. Railroad here, and then railroad here. And going in this direction, and leave the rest of it for the trucks. And go all across, which I think I could already build it, but I know that dumping the soil here is going to cause some structural damage, so I don't want to do it. And this is going to be a new iron train. I'm going to be probably removing, I'm going to build overpasses, probably here, overpass for trucks. And then I'm gonna meander here, and this area is gonna be off limits for the trucks. They can go around or on the sandbanks, but this is gonna be our new highway for going to the island and back. So yeah, there we go. I said my piece. Sorry for all the sound issues. It might continue until I find a solution. You're gonna have to leave me the feedback in the comment sections. What do you think about this? I will try to increase the sound in the editing of this video, so hopefully that's gonna be helpful. if it's not ideal, I will have to work on this. I'm gonna have to find a better. I'm in the living room where I'm actually allowed to be now, so I'm not allowed to go in any other parts of the house. So yeah, yeah, but potentially I will move to bedroom or somewhere else. So yeah. I don't know what to tell you. I'm really happy that I moved. I'm very tired, and I'm very thirsty. I don't have any coffee, but yeah, if you enjoy the content, feel free to buy me a beer. I mean coffee in the buy me a coffee section. You have a link in the description of the videos. Every video. If there's any issues, let me know. Guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. And if you want to support the channel, have the description of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.